Hey guys, Shaun Peterson here today with another video post. I know I've fallen behind on some of these for a while while I was sick, so trying to make up for lost time. We're looking at my workstation at my place here. I use a MacBook Pro with a Wacom graphic tablet, and I'm in the process of replicating this glass piece that I'd created about 10 years ago or so. And that was before I knew what vector graphics were, and since then I've incorporated it into nearly everything I do. Now, since this piece that I'm creating is about 8 feet wide, the glass piece itself, I managed to find the scaled down sketch from an early sketch pad that I had around, luckily, and I scanned that into the MacBook Pro, and I use Adobe Illustrator to lower the opacity of the sketch behind there, so it sort of simulates what it'd be like to work on a light table or use a lightweight paper or a tracing paper to kind of clean up the design work. Now, vector graphics are geometry based and they're scalable. And what this means is you can see this in this time lapse, because I want to keep the videos as short as possible. They're geometry based, so that means that these lines that we're moving around are in relation to one another rather than a JPEG or bitmap image like a photograph, which is a raster image. Can be grainy, and you can't scale it up or shrink it down without having some kind of problems. And that's a good thing for doing large work like this, because these lines, once this is finished and cleaned up, can be exported and given to a plotter, and the pieces can be cut out, and it doesn't have to be hand cut, especially since it's a piece that's being replicated. And that's kind of why I moved into doing my glass work in that way now, so that if something ever does happen, I'll have a file that I could recreate the piece with. So I've been working at this for a few years now, and I'm pretty comfortable with it. But there are other artists that work in other programs, CorelDRAW, Adobe Flash, and there's another more entry-level program called Lineform that's pretty approachable. And because this type of graphic work is scalable, it's really appropriate for logo work and illustration and those types of things. So there are a number of ways to approach this type of work, and before I was versed in this program, I know that people use the auto trace feature when you hand them a scan, and that's what happens if you give it to a lot of companies. And one of the downfalls of that approach is that, as you can see here, I've created all these anchors in the Illustrator term. These anchor points in here manually, and I'm able to kind of fine-tune things pretty quickly. Now, if you do an auto trace, because it's usually a JPEG or TIFF, even if it's a high-res file, it's still going to grab pixel jags, and those stepping things show up in there, and it's not really fun to deal with. So that's what that looks like, and I get questions about it from time to time, so I thought I'd throw it up there and let you guys check it out. So if you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to post them in the comment field. Thanks for visiting.